My daughter's first birthday, my mother accidentally dropped the $1,000 cake on the floor and let out a dramatic sigh, saying that my sister's kids deserved that party more. My dad laughed and said I never made sacrifices for the family. When I opened my sister's gift, I found a box of expired candies with a note saying the kids wouldn't notice anyway. I stayed silent. The next day, I canceled the $12,000 cruise I had paid for everyone, sold the car I had co-signed for, and froze the family accounts I managed. That night, my mom texted me saying the cruise tickets had gone missing. I just replied, maybe the golden daughter can buy new ones. The next morning, I woke up before sunrise and made coffee in silence. My husband was still asleep. I opened my laptop, logged into the cruise company's site, and canceled all $12,000 worth of tickets I had bought for everyone. For my parents, my sister, her husband, her kids. The ones they'd been bragging about for weeks. I didn't even flinch when the confirmation email came through. Then I went to the garage and stared at the SUV my sister was still paying off, the one I had co-signed for because she needed help. I called the dealership, told them I was selling it back. I didn't care about the loss. I just wanted to be free from the financial leash they'd tied around my neck for years. By noon, I had also frozen the joint accounts I managed for my parents. For years, I handled their bills, taxes, and investments because they said I was so organized. Turns out, being organized meant being their unpaid accountant. Not anymore. That night, as I was rocking my daughter to sleep, my phone buzzed. It was a message from my mom. The cruise tickets went missing. Did you mess something up again? I stared at it for a long moment before typing my reply. Maybe the golden daughter can buy new ones. I didn't wait for her answer. I put my phone on airplane mode and lay next to my daughter, feeling something I hadn't felt in years. Peace mixed with a strange kind of power. For once, I didn't care if they hated me. I just wanted to see what would happen when they realized they couldn't use me anymore. The next morning, my phone was vibrating nonstop. 23 missed calls from my mother, 8 from my sister, and 3 from my dad. There were also text messages that ranged from, call me now, to, you've gone too far. I didn't answer any of them. Instead, I made pancakes for my daughter and played with her on the living room floor. It felt almost surreal, like I was living in someone else's house, someone free. For once, there was no anxiety crawling up my chest every time my phone buzzed. By noon, my husband came downstairs with a worried face. He had just checked his phone. Your dad called me. He said something about the cruise. I told him the truth. I had canceled it. His eyebrows shot up, but he didn't say anything right away. He just looked at me like he was trying to figure out if this was the start of a fight or the start of something else entirely. After a moment, he just said, good for you. It caught me off guard. I had prepared myself to defend every decision, but instead, I felt his hand on my shoulder, steady and calm. It was the first time in years someone in my family had sided with me. Without hesitation, without making me feel guilty for wanting peace. By evening, my sister showed up at my door unannounced. I saw her car through the blinds before she even knocked. My stomach tightened, but I opened the door anyway. She stormed in, demanding to know what I had done. She said mom was crying, dad was furious, and everyone was blaming her because she was the golden daughter now. I told her that wasn't my problem anymore. She said I was acting like a child, throwing a tantrum over a stupid cake. That's when I laughed. Louder than I meant to. It startled my daughter, who was sitting on the couch watching a cartoon. I quickly lowered my voice and told my sister to leave. She refused. She said dad was talking about cutting me off financially, as if I hadn't been the one holding their finances together for a decade. I looked at her, really looked, and realized she was panicking not because of me, but because without me managing things, their perfect little family dynamic was falling apart. She relied on the accounts I handled. They all did. When she finally left,
Click the link in my profile to watch the exciting follow-up.